If you get yo, what's up, guys? What is going on? Welcome back. Hope y'all are doing well. Newcastle versus Arsenal. Wow, what a game! What a match! I don't think I'm the only one to say that, but this was a really good game. I thought it was a really good game, but I do think 100% that Arsenal got robbed. They got gypped. They got robbed. This should have stayed a draw. It should have been a 0-0. 100%. 100%. You're not gonna change my mind about that. That goal shouldn't have been a goal. That's so outrageous that that was not a foul. I know there was the foul, there was the offside that they said, there was the ball going out as well, but it was just the push. It was a foul, and I'm sure I haven't read anything or haven't seen anything, but I'm sure Newcastle fans would agree with that. That was all day, every day a foul. Both teams, I mean, this game had that tenacity, that aggressiveness, fight. Both teams were struggling. It was very physical, very scrappy, all throughout the whole game. And Newcastle, really hats off to Newcastle because, I've seen some games where I said to myself, there's no way 90 minutes they're going to be able to press and they're going to be able to keep up that pace. And Newcastle, they kept it up. They kept it up. And they could have kept on playing like that for another half an hour. So really, really good team. But the only thing is that front line, I feel like they need something more experienced. Maybe a couple players, maybe one player, more better quality. Not that I don't have I personally like Wilson and Almadon and or Almadron, I think is his name, and Joe Ellington. Even though Joe Ellington, really, what is he? Because up until today, that I know that he came in as a striker, and he has that whole profile of him being a striker. But the way he plays, I mean, he's going back, he's playing in the middle. He's doing everything, and I thought he had a really good game. I thought he had a really game for someone that's a striker, just everywhere, and just the hustling and the heart, and a little bit dirty at times, but I loved it. I loved it. So yeah, maybe if they changed up that front line, they could compete and be runners for the league title. But with this team, I don't see them like getting close to winning the league. Maybe qualifying for a Champions League or Europa, but not definitely not. And I want to see it. I want to see like a new team. I don't know why I want to see Newcastle United. The way this team is playing, the way the type of squad that they have, I would love to see Newcastle, go to some semi-finals or quarterfinals to semi-finals in the Champions League. And Arsenal, Arsenal did well as well. For me, I mean, I'm not a fan, and I'm sure a lot of Arsenal fans are going to want a lot more from this team, especially from last season. You're going to want them, what are they? I don't even know what place, but they probably went down a couple of notches in the table. But I thought they did well. They also had it wasn't like last season when I saw some games where like they were lacking fight, they were lacking that bite, and I saw that today. I really, really saw that today because they made it also difficult for Newcastle. Newcastle had, let me see, they had like maybe 3 semi opportunities, maybe 2 opportunities to be able to score before the goal, and Arsenal also had like maybe 1 or 2, I think. The one I remember for Newcastle was it was a center, and it was an offside, and it landed right to Wilson, and Wilson ended up shooting it over the crossbar. And another one from the same side, from the right side, ended up being a center, and it was a flick, I think from this guy Lassay, and I think if he didn't flick it, I think Wilson, the way the trajectory of the ball was going, I think Wilson would have just pocketed that in, like he just needed to redirect, and I think it would have been a goal, and it ended up going back to Gordon, which wasn't really expecting the ball, and ended up just hitting his foot, and just I think going to Raya, the goalkeeper. And then after that, I think they had there was a counter from a possible, again, chance from Arsenal. One of the few chances that Arsenal had, a swing and a miss from Nketiah. And right after that counter attack with Almadron, the Paraguayan, and really I thought he did really well in holding off the ball between 2 players. I thought he was going to be dispossessed. Ended up giving it to Gordon. I think he took a little too long, ended up shooting the ball, and I think it was Gabriel or Saliba maybe that ended up blocking the shot. But really good counter. And after that, that's about it. I don't think they had anything else besides that ridiculous goal. Yeah, there was nothing else in Arsenal. Oh my God, the one in the 20th minute with yep, You guessed it, Saka. Saka had a chance with it was a pass. I think it was Martinelli to Nketiah, but Nketiah had to go back to the ball because it was too far back. Ended up giving it right to Saka outside the box, and Saka. I mean, the game up until that point, that was like the 20th minute. Up until that point, the game was heated. So I get it. You know, sometimes you gotta pause the game. That's fine. But my guy, the most predictable thing as always, like just to the left, and with such laziness, no passion, no commitment, ends up just, shooting it as if what if maybe could be. Ends up being blocked, somehow makes it to the left side, which Martinelli gets to, ends up centering it back, and Nketiah goes for the challenge with, I don't know if it was Burn or Longstaff, the clearance, and lands perfectly at his feet, right in front of him, to his lap, Saka. And what does he do? All alone, mind you, all alone. Oh, God, just thinking about it just stresses me out. He ends up hooking it to his left, as always, not knowing that there's somebody coming in, and easily just walks away with the ball, dispossesses him. And you see the his reaction. He's like, oh, I didn't know. Why didn't you guys tell me something? It's like, dude, come on. Come on, dude. You play for Arsenal. You play in the Premier League. You play for England. Get the hell out of here, dude. This guy does not. No, stop. Stop telling me that this guy is a great player. He's a player. He's a player. I know that. And after that, he didn't do anything because, well, it was a difficult game. So I'll give him that. I'll give him that much, that leeway if you want. But my God, dude, you gotta no, that's unacceptable. You gotta score. You gotta sharpen your. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't want to understand. This guy pisses me off so much, man. So those were the few chances that Arsenal had, Newcastle had, and then the goal that was not a goal, it was a push. I'll give you that maybe the ball because the angle and even though they gave us a bunch of angles to look at, the ball was still in line. It was there was some overlap on the line. I don't know about the offside because you couldn't tell because the camera, it's not really there's no way you can draw a line there. But the push, man, that's such an obvious push because he's extending his hands, right? It's not like he's flexing back his arms, as if, because you're going to touch him eventually if you're going to go head the ball or try to hit the ball. But he's extending his hands. I mean, it's clear that's a foul. That shouldn't have been a goal. And the way they were, taking such a long time, and I said, if he doesn't give this as a goal, they're going to kill him. They're going to murder him right on the field. Absolutely ridiculous. And before I get to the Bruno Guimaraes, the Brazilian, and the stuff that he did, the stuff he was allowed to get away with, I love the fact that the ref allowed so many plays to go unnoticed and uncalled. I love that. It just made the game a lot more exciting and a lot more packed with energy and enthusiasm and entertaining. It was just very entertaining football. I loved it. Not having to stop it for every single little push, every single little play. But my God, dude, when you're purposely without the ball, he's going nowhere near the ball, and you're elbowing as if he's a Muay Thai fighter. He ends up elbowing Jorginho in the back of the head, and you don't call that? Like, it's not even a foul. Forget about a yellow. It's not even a foul. That to me is a send off. You got to send him off for that. And then the one that's obvious that everyone saw. He just pushes him when Jorginho has the ball. He pushes him, and then he tells him to get up. And the way he pushes him, come on, that at least should have been a foul. Maybe not a yellow, but that shouldn't have been a foul. And then obviously he gives him a card at the 86th minute when he what is it? I don't know. He pushes him or he grabs him by the throat. Vieira. He decides to give him a foul there. I don't get it. And then Rice gets a yellow because he gets to the ball before. I think it was Guimaraes. I think it was against Guimaraes. Because he got to the ball before. He intercepted the ball, and he got a yellow. Rice gets a yellow for that. What? What planet? When? Where's the logic behind that? I don't know. I don't know. Absolutely strange. I can't even say ridiculous. It's just, what? Why? How? Where's the... What? What are the rules? What are the rules here? So, look, Yeah, it was great. And then the what is it, the Havertz, that challenge, that was a yellow. I agree, that was a yellow just because of the intention, but obviously it wasn't going. That's the thing. It could not have been a yellow as well because he's not going to the player. He's going in front of the player, trying to block the shot. It's just the follow through, the follow through with the leg that he ends up clipping him. You know, barely, right? Negligible, and he ends up getting a yellow for that. It's because of the intention, because of the uproar and the gesticulation from the players and the crowd that he felt obliged to give him a yellow, to give Havertz a yellow. But I'll concede, okay, that probably because of the intention, and it seemed, but I don't think it was. I mean, you have to read the body. You know, he wasn't going at the player. He was going. I mean, he was near the player. He was going in front of the player, trying to block the shot. So I don't know, but okay, it was yellow. All right, I found that was yellow. But another thing, and maybe this is irrelevant, but what kind of player also are we talking about? Like, Havertz he's a puppy. You know, he's not ill intent. He has no malice, zero. You know, we're not talking about someone like who who's a dirty player. I can't think of a dirty, like really really dirty player. I can't think of anyone, but I don't know, you know, fill in the blank with any player. I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of players. I can't think of one right now on the spot, but we're not talking about that guy, right? That kind of a player. We're talking about Havertz. Havertz isn't really. I mean, again, it might be irrelevant. You know, it has nothing to do with that. It's just, you know, he might be a puppy most of the time, and that one time, you know, he's a dirty asshole. But again, I thought it was a good game. I thought Arsenal got robbed. Definitely got robbed. This should have stayed a 0-0 draw. Strange things are happening, especially with VAR. I mean, where's the other ref? Especially with the Jorginho thing. You got the fourth official. Forget about the VAR. The fourth official. What's up with that? You know, it's not just the ref. Oh, the ref didn't see it. Yeah, but he has eyes. He has the linesman. He has the fourth official, etc. So I thought it was a great game. I thought both teams did well. I'm happy with the way they played. Rice had a really good game. Like I said, Saka was just lost. You know, that one player, those two plays, like that's the only thing I could say that just infuriated me when it came to Saka. And that's it. Yeah, I think that's about it. I can't remember anything else. Anyways, thank you so much again, as always, for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Cheers.